You know, it's always exciting starting a new anime, especially a short run anime. You know, because you know they're going to be telling a tight story, and that's it. You get that no dreaded filler episodes. Anime fans are so terrified of. You're not getting that when it's only like what is it, like 26 episodes for this show. I remember my excitement when I started Attack on Titan. When I started Full Metal, I don't think I was enough experienced enough with anime yet to know what I was in for. They could be telling any kind of story whatsoever. On Attack on Titan, we've got giant people eating people and breaking down walls, and I'm not gonna get into spoilers of that show, but I thought it was a show where they were gonna be in spaceships going to Jupiter, right? So I have no idea what this show's about. The name can mean anything. It evokes imagery of biblical stuff, like angels and demons. But Attack on Titan evoked imagery of spaceships going to Jupiter. So I have no damn idea. But, I'm really excited to get into this. I have no idea what I'm in for. Thanks for Mario. Mario sponsored this entire series. It took me a while to get to. There was several problems. I'm not going to go into it. But, it's just finding a version of it that, was acceptable to the fans. Like, apparently, the dub is terrible or something. So I had recorded in the dub, and then I realized I had the wrong, version. So I'm not going to get into it all. It took a long time, but we're here, and I'm excited to be launching this on the family-friendly channel. I do have another channel which is not family-friendly, and which has basically been shadow banned. It doesn't get recommended to people because I drink and I cuss and I make innuendos, so it's not for listening to at work. So it's just it'll never be monetized. I'll never make a dime off that channel. So my goal here is just to get monetized somehow, be able to make a living doing this, right? Be able to spend more time with this. So much of my time right now is being taken doing side projects and side hustles and freelance stuff just to try to make ends meet. So I haven't had enough time to devote to you know creating content. So that's the goal here. You put some regular. Eventually, One Piece will be coming to this channel as well. Before I can do that though, I have to edit the first 11 episodes of One Piece because then I'll be doing full reactions from there on out. But I've been advised that there's just people aren't going to get into it. They won't watch full reactions if you're starting on episode 12, right? So it's just not going to work. So it'll be a while before I can get around to editing that stuff. Editing takes a lot of time. Full reactions, I record it, I edit the beginning and the end, and the rest of it's just as is. It takes far less time. So that's what these are going to be. This show is going to be full reactions. So what I'll be doing is you'll be seeing a little preview. Basically, the subtitles are going to be up here, and that'll help you keep track of where we are. And this is important. With my full reactions to anime, what I've decided to do, because different channels and different streaming options in different countries have different bumpers and stuff in front, so it's impossible to cue from the beginning of the video. So most of these animes start with a theme song first, and then they get into the episode. So we'll be doing the same thing with One Piece. We're going to cue it up on the very first frame after the theme song. The very first frame of the actual episode. Go ahead and set that up. Come back here, and when I say one, we'll get going. In this particular case, I can see that, apparently this takes place in 2015. I wonder when the series came out. Makes me think probably around, I wonder if this is around Cowboy Bebop time. This seems to be a classic anime. So it makes me think late 90s. Just pulling that out of my ass. I have no idea. But for them to say 2015, Cowboy Bebop in an episode I just watched was talking about something happening in 2014, which for them was 16 years in the future when they made the TV series, right? So that's what I'm judging this by. They probably will want to project forward 15 to 20 years and say, okay, that's the future. So that's what we'll have. That, of course, now is our past. And as I mentioned in that Cowboy Bebop reaction, I don't, when you're creating a story, you're not trying to predict the future. You're trying to build a world that fits the story you want to tell. So if you want to tell a story that has sentient robots, and you want to set it far enough in the future that people buy that it has sentient robots, you'll say 2030, okay? You're not predicting that in the real world in 2030 we're going to have sentient robots. You want to tell a story that has sentient robots. And you have to pick a year. You want to set it in place. You want it to feel close enough to our world that we will engage with the material far enough away that it feels realistic. When people get to 2030 in the real world, they shouldn't be laughing at you because you're not trying to predict the future. You are creating a world so that you can tell your story. Two different things. Back to the Future was not a documentary about what they thought 2015 was going to look like. Back to the Future is the way they created a world to tell the story they wanted to tell. Ironically, they didn't want to tell a story about the future, but that's another subject. So I'm not going to be making fun of them that their 2015 is different than ours. Like, that's not what they were trying to do. Anyway, let's go ahead and get to this. Okay, I don't know where the subtitles are going to place yet. I didn't want to spoil myself looking ahead. But this should be about right. All right, are you queued up on the very first frame? We're going on one. 3, 2, 1. The world of climate change has destroyed the world just as we suspected. They are predicting the future. The hell is that? Wow, they're ready for war, man. Look at this. I really need to watch my cousin. Wow, a lot has been happening in their version of 2015, man. Probably not climate change. It's probably monsters. Whatever was swimming through the water that they're ready to shoot with their cannons probably destroyed the climate, right? Feels tense. Man, we need money. Well, there I go. There's my first forgetting I can't cuss. What is that? I mean, obviously a kid, of course, right? You know, that's anime. That's just the genre. What was that, a ghost? See, anything's possible. We could have ghosts, demons, angels, aliens, um, crypto Nazis, future people coming from the past and future. I have no idea, but I'm right now. It's looking like aliens. Okay, so this probably okay. Angel, man, I was right. There's a very biblical vibe here. This probably was. This show was probably produced in 2000. They're saying it's been 15 years. That makes me think that. Wow, man. This feels like a damn problem. So they're massive, so we got a kind of an Attack on Titan vibe. But they also have powers, and they can fly, which flying is a power, but you know what I mean. Yeah, we need to get the hell out of here. Thank you for showing up. And they seem to be pretty tough too. Like we're hitting them with everything we got, and it doesn't seem to be doing much. Like they're literally in the middle of the conflict. Target unfazed. Yeah, I would say so. It seems pretty damn unfazed. Yeah, it feels like Total War. He feels pretty strongly about it. Looks like man, he's just catching. Damn, that's pretty badass. Catching the missiles in thin air, man. Wow. Yeah, we're pretty much screwed, sir. Damn it. Yeah. We need something else. Some kind of like science fiction weapon. So they are angels, huh? Interesting. I wonder if Evangelion is their word for angel. This give me starting to give me a Gundam vibe here, yeah. But with aliens or whatever. Feels like a nuke situation. Yeah, it kind of is a nuke, isn't it? I don't think covering him with your skinny body is going to help much. I thought maybe sci-fi weapon, but you know, no, just a nuke. We're getting inundated with radiation. Hope it's okay. Here it comes. No, I just got nuked. No, I'm not okay. Look at the car. They're having a morning. You don't think that can move, do you? So what is she, his teacher or something? They're acting like they barely know each other. Maybe she's his driver. EMI, electromagnetic interference, I guess. He's still standing there. This is outrageous. You guys are screwed. You might as well move out of town. This town ain't big enough for the two of us. Abject failure. Y'all suck. Tell you what, man. These things can take a punch, can't they? She had to duct tape it. I have a feeling she's what do they call it? Facilitator? Yeah. Nice car phone. Makes me think mid-90s. Hey, man, don't go to the middle of a battlefield. Yep. That's the real tragedy here, your outfit. Hey, once you pay attention to the road, man, you got a road in front of you. She is wild, man. You really don't look like it. You're certainly not getting paid like it. Yeah, me. That's what I'm thinking too. Should we really be commenting on his looks? Like, what is he? 12? He could be 8. He could be 14. Who knows, right? Yeah. Zing. So when she's pissed, she's gonna put your life in danger with her driving. Well, fair enough. She wasn't even looking at the road before, so you know. Well, that's right. He told you to stick your camera up your ass. Kind of reminds me of that robot in what was that Disney movie with the Fantastic Four family? Not the Impossibles, whatever. You know what I'm talking about. So that's what it is. His father has connections. Gotcha. That's typically the way it goes, kid. Yeah, we're worthless. Well, I mean, you're just admitting the truth. So don't act like you're doing me a favor, buddy. We'll see, won't we? Probably a Gundam suit, isn't it? They got a lot of nerve. Don't let us down. Also, funny is the fact that they just activated something that let them down physically after metaphorically telling him not to let them down. I just think that's hilarious. This really feels like a Gundam situation. Every anime I watch, I try to incorporate into everything else I watch. Right? It's like a cinematic universe like that. Oh man, you made him sad. Hell no, you didn't send me shit. Yep, we got to have a kid play a hero. That's just the way it goes in anime, man. Got it. He he really does have a complicated relationship with his dad, don't he? Man. Yep, we all got issues, kid. What the hell? Huh. Interesting. Gotcha. So it's like underground, right? This is fascinating. Place commercial here. I like your pyramid structure there. Yeah. First of all, the animation's hilarious, but then the writing is really on point. The dialogue is sharp, man. The characterization, I'm already starting to get a handle on her. She's hilarious. She's not very professional, which I think is awesome. Also, like apparently, like there's still a capitalist society. She was talking about debts and how much money she was making, all this stuff. So it's still a capitalist society, even though the civilization is falling. Like it is literally falling, right? Yeah, well, I like that. That was a great direction. Her reflection turns into that other face. That's incredible, man. Hey, man, we got here as fast as we could. We were in the middle of the battlefield. But yeah, she's not professional, so that's also a problem. No, I'm some other random boy I brought in, you know? She literally says, "Is this the boy?" Like, no, I just brought some random kid here. They really like the elevator, like the random, like, different structures turned into elevator things in this world, right? I saw that. It's been 3 years since he saw his kid. Yeah, it does sound bad. That's true. Great. Wow. Yeah, that seems like really bad odds. I like the hand, by the way. That is terrible odds, man. You would not go to Vegas with all your money with those odds. So it is a Gundam situation. Yeah, see, this. Hmm. No? More like a human. So that's the Evangelion title. Yeah. Yep. Deadbeat Dad, how you doing? Oh, he's emotional. This is outrageous, sir. Yeah. Hey, man, we're getting our asses kicked up there. Oh, you know why the kid's here. Yeah, exactly. You have to have a kid, man. A kid has to be crucial to every anime plot, or we're just not doing it. We will not greenlight your series if it's about some 40-year-old people trying to save the world. Denied. No. We gotta shove this 12-year-old right into the middle of the battlefield, man. That's just the way it works. I'm into it. And you can always create a writing story reason why it has to be that way. Like, what was that? Uh, I can't remember. The word orphan comes to mind. The word card comes to mind, but I'm not sure. Orson Scott Card, like he wrote a series of novels, right? It's about some kids fighting warfare. I don't remember what it was, but yeah, you just needed me. That's all it was. Kiss my young ass. Um, but that was the same philosophy. Like the younger mind's more flexible and can be better strategy. You can always create a writing reason why it's necessary, but it's the backbone of anime. You have to have a child in it, right? Yeah, that's the market. That's who they're marketing it to. Most of the fun for me is figuring out what convoluted BS reason they have for why it has to be a kid. And a lot of it can be like Orson Scott Card, that whatever that series was. That the youngest mind is the most flexible, which is true. The best time to learn a language is before you're 5 years old, because your mind is super flexible. That's right. You better get out there and fight him right now, or we're all dead. No pressure. She's all hardcore now. Look at her being all professional. I haven't even gotten my uniform yet. If he's so important, the father should have sent a more competent person to pick him up. I'm just saying. I love her. Don't get me wrong, but she is incompetent, right? Like she almost got them killed several times. Well, apparently my kid's a failure. Bring in the next kid. he's literally doing what I said. He's like, well, my kid can't handle it. The backup is not working out. That's right. You've been replaced, kid. You suck. If the world dies, it's your fault. All you had to do is pretend you love this kid. That's all you had to do, man. We're going to roll in this half dead corpse. That's how much you suck. Look at this. She only got one eye. Beaten up and broken up. Look at her force her back in the chair because you suck. Are you going to get in there or not, man? Come on now. Damn. That's right. You guys are getting wrecked. What's it going to be? Oh, crap. I think the robot likes him. It just saved him. Yeah, that's right. I'm protecting my buddy. What's his name? Shinji? Shinji has a very strong connection with this machine. You're damn right he is. He is special. He's the chosen one. Hey, girl, what's up? You seem pretty messed up. Get back in there, because I ain't doing it. Hey, girl, you better wake up and get in there. We need you to save us. That's right. Put on your big boy pants, put on your cowboy hat, and get your ass in that robot. You're damn right. Look at him. He's all determined now. You're damn right. Fantastic. This is great, man. Like I said, you never know what to expect when you walk into an anime. I always prefer to be 100% non spoiled. I ain't read nothing, ain't heard nothing. Like I knew a little bit about Dragon Ball Z, and I knew a little bit about One Piece, right? Zip about this. Zilch. That's right. He's about to strap you in. Well, I guess I'm breathing liquid now. Yeah, apparently this is a real thing, by the way. You feel like you're drowning for about 10 minutes, and then you can breathe with this liquid. This is apparently a real thing. Like, if you go down enough pressure, you need to do that, right? Like, that's the only way you can breathe because of the way the oxygen is pressurized. But I've heard it sucks. It's not a comfortable feeling at all. It feels like you're drowning. Being waterboarded. Well, well, well. Too much information. So is she more than just a facilitator? Like now she's like barking orders and stuff. I thought she was basically just a wheelman, you know? They had this dude locked in here, man. They even talked about having like his arms restrained. it's interesting because wasn't sure it's gonna be the shape. I thought it was gonna be more like a here up, right? From what we saw, but that was just he was more. There was more of him under the floor, right? He's actually this is literally just like Gundam suit. Although this probably came first, I would assume. I don't actually know that, but I raised the same question I rose with Gundam. Why does it need to be in a human figure other than selling toys, right? I know we're selling toys, but in universe, why does it need to have a human figure like a what do they call it, a biped? Like, why does it need to be a biped? There are more efficient shapes out there, you know. For instance, like a pyramid shape, you know, the blows would glance off of it because of the shape. You have appendages. Appendages can be ripped apart or pulled off or something. Yeah, what is that? A weapon on his back, or is he just happy to see him? Yep, the monsters or the angel is ready to whip that ass. I'll try not to. Oh man, you cliffhanging ass! You dirty, rotten, cliffhanging ass. Let me see. I don't do any end credit things. Let me know if like there's like after credit sequences and stuff. Also, as usual, I don't watch opening credit sequences. And in fact, that's one of the reasons. The biggest reason Q after that is to make sure we're all on the same page. But I don't watch after credit sequences or before credit sequences because a lot of times they tend to be spoilers. Like Vinland Saga, which is a heavy show. Like this show has a lighter tone. I love this show, by the way. Like I love it. It has a lighter tone, and I'm really deep into Vinland Saga. About halfway through it right now, and man, that tone is dark. It's grim. It's dark. Just finished an episode recently. It's not in my most recent episode, but it's a few back where like the entire town gets butchered. That's dark, man. I know that like we have a city being destroyed and like maybe destroying all humanity, but it's just not the same. When you're on the street level and you're seeing one individual village being marched out of their homes and murdered in the snow, that just hits on a very visceral level, right? It's just different than this right here. So this has a lighter tone, so I love that. But anyway, my point in bringing up Vinland Saga was that they had spoilers up until like episode 8 or 9 or something. Ridiculous. And I guess maybe like the target audience for these things is people who've read the manga. Which, by the way, tell me if there's. I'm 100% convinced there's a manga for this. Let me know if that's right. I'd be impressed if there's not, because there's like a lot of elaborate world building happening here. But maybe they assume that most of the audience will have read the manga, so they just want to see their vision depicted on screen. Kind of like if you read all the Harry Potter books, you're not worried about a spoiler on the poster, right? My thing is though, like a lot of people aren't going to read the Harry Potter books, so you need to make this accessible to everybody without ruining it with spoilers, right? So I just don't trust opening credit sequences. So let me know about that. Other than that, man, great start. I'm going to go ahead and jump in the next one.